Okay, folks, this one's an interesting one. I don't know what it is exactly, but basically I had it touching something really dirty and I haven't used it. I've had this sitting in my bag for months, but I'm going to use it. But it's really got touched something really grotty that I demoed with earlier and I had to throw it away. It was that bad, even though it would have been nice for a child potentially, but basically, yeah, it was dirty as fuck. It smelt like urine. It was disgusting what it was. Yeah, it's Easter Sunday today and I'm still working on my TV campaign. It never sleeps, pretty much, so to speak. Yeah, I know a lot of people, this is what we're photocopying, this thing that says Fleet Line. Yeah, some kind of belt. I don't know what the fuck it is. It sounds like something to do with a truck, like a truck fleet. We're going to just try and measure this roughly. I'm going to have to reduce that further. But basically, some people at church would probably think I shouldn't be doing my TV campaign on Easter. They probably think it's, you could say, sacrilegious, that it's an evil thing to do to use such a solemn time of the year to try and get somewhere. But the thing is, I don't get accepted at church anyway. I'm a Christian, but I'm what's known as the unchurched Christian. I don't go to church, simply that. Simply that's what it is. And I don't feel happy. I don't feel like the people at church welcome me. They treat me like a heathen, like I'm really evil and unworkable. They try to witness to me and they don't believe that I am a Christian. All because I have a strong passion with my use of the photocopier, and they treat that like I'm too obsessed with it to be a Christian and that I have to give it up, or maybe, I don't know, they never told me to give it up, but maybe not be so intense about it. But really, this is me, folks. Look at the Christian musicians like Johann Sebastian Bach. If he wasn't passionate about composing music, he would never have been as the great composer that he was. And he was a strong Christian, folks. That was Johann. I'm not a big... My dad brought me up on orchestral music, and basically, I learned about some of these great composers like Johann Sebastian Bach. And basically, if he was really wishy-washy about his music, he would never have been the great composer that we look up to. People who love, like my father. My father's an asshole, but he still appreciates fine things like orchestral music. And if it wasn't... And my dad, incidentally, doesn't appreciate me as a photocopier artist either. So I've got a lot of things I have to do. I did some stupid things when I was young. I gave up my art. I decided to give up my photocopier art when I was young. And it fucked me up. And I did some stupid things, and that was one of the worst decisions I ever made. And that's what I'm paying for today. And for some reason, people at church just don't accept me as one of their own, and it really hurts my feelings. So I don't want to I don't want to be hurt by this. So I don't go to church. I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. The culture of church is sort of very wishy-washy. And as I said, if Johann Sebastian Bach had that attitude, that wishy-washy attitude to his composing, he would never have made a decent composer. He would have been shit. And a lot of the music in church is real shit. You know, like, they don't encourage you. It's like you've got to be untalented to be a church musician. Otherwise, if you're a great musician, a talented musician, you're expected to find your own way. That was the impression I got when I used Tommy Emmanuel as an example when I was talking to a Christian at a local Pentecostal church. And she said, you know, you got to become a professional if you like that. And the thing is, how do you become a professional if you don't have a place to incubate you as a musician, to start you off? You've got to start off somewhere, and what good better place than to be in the church band? You know, practicing and getting used to performing in front of an audience or whatever. But it seems like you have to be fucking ready to make money out of being a performer. And it's like, how do you get there without having a place? You know, because you can't just break into the music industry. The music industry is cutthroat. And it's really, I don't know much about the music industry. I know the photocopier industry is cutthroat. I know the photocopier industry is a pain in the proverbial. But basically, yeah, I know I can't get into the photocopier industry, so I think the same would apply to music as well, because everything's become a real boys' club or a girls' club for the elite, and people just who've got talent are being shut out of everything that they're entitled pretty much to get themselves started. So it's not just me, it's like a whole discrimination against talented people in the photocopier industry who used to work in R&D could end up doing something like running a chicken shop, which one of my toner head cohorts has been doing, and he's probably still doing it just to make money, just to get by. So, you know, there's a lot of the photocopier industry tossed out a whole bunch of talent back between, I was told, 1997, 1998, and since then the industry's full of shitty products and products that don't have any new features or any imagination or any longevity. It's just a load of shit. And the whole industry, it's like, yeah, music industry is full of people who just care about money. So if you're trying to break into music, it's fucking hard to make money out of music. So this church this person who told me that, you know, like, you have to be a professional, but how do you start? You need a place to perform, and you can't just go, and if you're not a rich musician, if you're not starting out rich, how do you fucking find a place to do your gig? You know, it's like, fuck. So, you know, there's a lot of, you know, difficulties here trying to get a talented person to get them to have a place in this world where they can truly thrive and work their craft really well and make a living off it as well, which is a bonus. I'm a photocopier artist, and I'm trying to get into the art world, and again, I've just been shut out of it because of my stupidity as a youth who gave up my art because I felt it was wrong. And that's the way the church people are like nowadays, and really I don't have any respect for the status quo, and I don't want to go to church because I just don't feel welcome, I don't feel accepted, I don't feel loved. I'm trying to get in touch with my partner Luigi, who I don't know where he is, and that's come up looking really quite a treat. I think we can now call this demo quits.